the Shoalhaven, where the council's in the news again. From rates to roads and trees that go, we're watching where your money flows.
You'd be forgiven for thinking that Councillor Selena Clancy cared deeply about character, amenity and community impact. Yes, the same Selena Clancy that campaigned as an independent with the Tribe group, but has voted with the Shoalhaven independent group on nearly every major issue. To many, this looks like a classic Trojan horse candidacy, presenting one face to voters only to revert to party line support after the election. This say one thing and do the other is getting to be a hallmark of her time on council. Because this week she moved to call in a development application for a childcare centre, citing among other things concerns about traffic, noise and the neighbourhood's character. The DA would see a house demolished and replaced with a 2-storey, 100-place childcare centre on Douglas Street. Locals have objected. More than 30 formal submissions, a petition with 250 names. That's serious community engagement. But of course SIG can just throw out petitions on made-up lies if it wants to, as it did concerning Patricia's travel allowance. And Councillor Clancy wants council to take a closer look at the childcare centre. But here's the twist. This is the same Councillor Clancy who spent this term voting to strip out local character protections from the planning rules. She voted with the Shoalhaven independent group, the SIG bloc, to gut the very controls that allowed communities to challenge developments like this one. When residents elsewhere raised concerns about bulk, scale or loss of neighbourhood identity, Clancy called it emotional, outdated or just NIMBYism. But now, when the objections are coming from a different street, over a development that might prove politically inconvenient, suddenly those same concerns are worth acting on? That's not leadership, that's convenience. And it gets worse. Earlier in this term, Clancy also helped doing SIG's dirty work to shut down Shoalhaven's long-running family daycare program. That service gave families a small-scale, flexible childcare option, often right in their own neighbourhood, low traffic, low noise and deeply personal. She voted to cut it as a cost-saving measure, but it was a splash in the pan compared to her friend Trisha's outrageous travel allowance payments. She supported the SIG boss, sat on her hands as Councillor Kemp ranted and raved in confusion, and voted to remove the petition that painted Patricia's use of allowances as overuse. But here's the result of what she did to childcare. Fewer small-scale options, more demand for large commercial childcare centres, like the one she's now questioning. She voted to kill family daycare. She voted to kill character-based planning controls, and now she's worried that a large-scale childcare centre might be too noisy, too bulky, and too out of character. You can't create a problem and then claim to be the one trying to fix it, although Clancy looks to be following the Patricia White model, sit on council for 12 years, and then say you are the one that is going to do something about the problems, when you were the one up to your eyes in creating the problems and inaction in the first place. If Clancy really cared about character, she wouldn't have voted to erase it. If she really cared about community voice, she wouldn't have helped silence it. This isn't about consistency, it's about politics. And voters are starting to notice.
On the council, truth to life.